Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gamey Daddy channel. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a build that I feel like new players can use to start clearing out content, farming, and eventually starting to attain and achieve some rewards in this game. One thing about the Division 2 is you're trying to attain the best items. You're trying to find and farm some of the items that you desire, or even items that you didn't know existed that you might enjoy on the long run. And, as you continue to go through the game, one of the challenging things is understanding everything that the game has to offer if you're just coming into the game very new. So perhaps you started this game and you got the Warlords of New York DLC, you went ahead to the add-ons, and then you boosted your character to level 30, and then you played Warlords of New York from 30 to 40, and you're still trying to figure out what in the heck you're even doing in this game, and how to even, deal with enemy NPCs, or how to, play in harder difficulties. I'm going to show you a build that I feel like you need to carry in your arsenal. And as you start to go on, you'll start fine-tuning that build and understanding what the build actually does. And eventually it's going to get you to a place where you build your own variation that suits your playstyle. Another thing too that I've seen as well is in playing legendary modes, I do recognize that a lot of players are new to this game, and I, snoop on your builds. If you're new and if you're in the group with me, I have 2 accounts, so sometimes you won't even know I'm there. Some of the builds are very funny. They're set up and made up of brand sets that do not have anything to do with one another, or gear sets that are overstacked. And when I say overstacked, brand sets only need 3 max and gear sets need 4 max in order to attain all of the bonuses that come with them. And so let's look at this build paradigm. I'll show you why I build like this. This is what we call the AFK build. Basically, you're just not going to be, you can eat while using this build, literally. And that is Tom Clancy's The Division. It's a game that's different from other games where we have a set of technological skills that we use complementarily with our weapons, and they're very effective in the way that they work. There's no other game that has a setup like this that I've seen in, basically, and this is what makes the game a very huge fun aspect of it. So if you look at my setup, this is the formula that you're going to be going with. You're going to go with 3 pieces of Murakami. It's the one that looks like it has some kind of a Shogun samurai logo. And you're going to go with Hana Yu, which is 2 pieces. Either any of the pieces, it will work. It's fine. And then you're going to go with Wyvern. Wyvern where it has a W with the arrow, and that's just the name of the brand set. Okay. 1 piece of this Murakami, item, whichever you don, be it a mask or a pair of knee pads or whatever it is, will grant you 20% skill duration. What that means is your skills already have an amount of time that they will actually be available before they finally self-destruct to have a cooldown. Basically, if you're playing RPG games, you know what a cooldown is. The duration of this turret is 253 seconds, and in many cases, they actually do vary. Your flame turret, in my case, my flame turret only has a 33-second duration. My sniper turret has a 422-second duration, and then I don't have this unlocked because I need a specialization to be able to unlock this, which is a demolitionist. But you do see the different variations in the skill duration. And what Murakami does is Murakami adds an extra 20% to the base amount that you get, or if I have any more skill duration, that's why I have this total number of 253. I bet you if I change, any Murakami piece, or if I change to any other gear that doesn't have skill duration, this number is definitely going to fall down to about 200 seconds, if you get what I mean. The second piece, if I were a second piece, I have 20% repair skills. What this gives me is my repair skills have a 20% more efficiency. Now, it's kind of vague, and I'm not necessarily certain if it means I have more, repair efficiency or more cooldowns on my repair skills. But just say, hey, my repair mechanisms are 20% better. And this will be basically your skills that allow for healing. You have a repair drone, which its job is it just heals, the user or your teammates. You also have a repair seeker mine, but that's only unlockable from using the survivalist specialization. It even tells you there. So you go to the base of operations and select that specialization. You can also use this chem launcher, which also has a repair mechanism as well, which is called the reinforcer. It builds and builds ammo for the people, for your you or whoever is using it. And then you also have the Hive Restorer. These are your repair skills, and they're going to be gaining 20% efficiency if you have that, in your whatever. But I was just telling you right now that you need a damage build, and so Murakami has a weird combination, but then you want the third piece to give you that 10% skill damage that you're going to eventually done with one more piece of another item called Wyvern, which is going to give you another 10% skill damage. Now, when you get all of these combinations, then your next step is to now start getting skill damage rolled max on all the individual items, because these skills you're gonna need to improve their damage individually. So if you look at all my pieces, I have skill damage as one of my attributes. I also have skill damage as another attribute. I also have skill damage as well as another attribute. It's gonna be everywhere in order to grant me a bunch of skill damage. Then we're going to talk about the chest piece and the backpack. If you notice, there's a little icon here where your chest piece and your backpack do have talents of their own. Chest piece talents are very unique. I use a chest piece talent, which is one of my favorites. The whole community thinks I'm crazy, except some others that are crazy like me. We like using glass cannon. This one says all damage you deal is amplified by 25%, and all damage that you take is amplified by 50%. So hide. If you pop out your head, enemy NPCs of any kind will fry you instantly. In fact, one of my most valuable pieces that I have is this chest piece that I got recently. That is a perfect glass cannon chest piece, that basically full with skill damage. And I've been contemplating just rolling this into a skill tier. A skill tier basically gives my skill one more tier of efficiency better than the base level of skills. So let's look at, say, the drone that I have here, right? My drone is skill tier 6 because I have 6 items in my gear that roll the skill tier, basically utility modification. So if you look, I'm here putting my mouse on them, and so I have 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm at skill tier 6, and so pretty much my skills are going to be doing damage, or they're going to have the efficiency and power of a skill at its max level ish. There's what's called overcharge. That's when, you know, the skill goes crazy and, you know, you're gaining like all these benefits. It's where you want your skills to be, but it's quite challenging to achieve. And here it is, overcharge. You can achieve it, but that's a whole different story for another day. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're looking for all our pieces. And then Hana Yu, 2 pieces will also give us skill damage, and then 10% is skill haste. Skill haste means my skills are going to cool down faster by 10%. So if my skill cooldown is, I don't know, 20 seconds, then 10% is going to be 2 seconds faster in that case. And as I was saying with the talent, glass cannon, and, whatever, and then my backpack, my talent here is going to be tech support. The reason I call this build the AFK build is because tech support is pretty much that, talent that really does the job for you without you having to do much for yourself. And tech support basically says skill kills increase your total skill damage by 25% for 20 seconds. So if you continue to get skill kills, you continue to get tech support proc, and it doesn't have any known cooldown that's indicated here. So if your skills are taking out enemies, then you're going to keep gaining that damage buff in that case. And so which means your skills are going to, plus all the damage that they're doing, they're going to gain an extra 25% damage for a duration of 20 seconds. Now, there are a lot of, different options that you can use if you don't want to use glass cannon. One of the really popular talents that you can use on your chest piece is kinetic momentum, but because I use glass cannon, I delete everything that's kinetic momentum that comes my way, because I'm already using glass cannon. I'm already crazy, about how it works. I love the talent, especially in a skill build. And so I don't bother to try any other talent when I'm using my skill builds. Now, this doesn't mean you shouldn't try any other talents. In fact, I encourage you to try other talents, read through their descriptions in order for you to be able to see what chest piece talent may suit your build. And then the other part is the weapons. Your weapons will complement your entirety of your build. So if you're using a skill build, you want to use a weapon talent that does complement that skill build. So I'm using a talent like In Sync. You can also use Future Perfection if you want to, or Future Perfect. That's just a basic talent. And In Sync, basically, if you hit an enemy, you get 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill and damaging an enemy gives you 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. And then damage increases are doubled when both buffs are active at the same time. So you're looking at a place where my skills are doing 30% extra damage just because of my weapon, 25% extra damage just because of my backpack, and 25% amplified extra damage just because of my chest piece talent. Not, including the other skill damage that I could get. Now, this chest piece is a little problematic because I don't have skill damage on it. I think I have one in the chest piece. In the stash that does have glass cannon and a little bit of skill damage. Nope, I don't have one. That's what I'm looking for. Anybody get a Murakami chest piece that has a glass cannon, and has skill damage? Please let me know on this character. Anyways, I have it on my other account. So this build will take you a long way. Use your technician specialization. If you're new and you didn't have the season 1 season pass, you have to do the technician directives to be able to unlock it. But if you had the package, you should be able to get this unlocked and start leveling up to get all the bonuses with specializations. So I don't know what else to say. Run this build if you're new to the game for now. Enjoy and explore it, and then if you start itching for more gun focused build, then you can start experimenting as well. But this build will literally take you through any level of content that is format based. The raid, on the other hand, that requires a different kind of build paradigm as well, so we're probably not going to be building on this level with something like that. We're pretty much going to have to do something else in relation to that. All right, that's pretty much it for me. Ask questions in the comment section if you really don't understand anything or if something is really new to you. And, I hope that's pretty much, helpful for you. So I'll get out of here. Peace out.